a little bit of story time. I have a lot going on in my life right now. So let's start with the fact that I'm a mother to 18 and 2 are their ages, both boys. I'm currently married to my wife of 16 years. We were together 16, married 14 of them, and we're currently going through a divorce. And I'm in the apartment that we both live in together, and I actually move out next Wednesday, so I'm excited about that. Over the last few days, I've been getting everything prepared as far as like purchasing things that I need at my house, and I'm looking forward to this new beginning. I really am. But let me tell you, it's been a long road and journey, definitely, to get to this point. Let's start at the beginning. I met Latrell in high school. She was, I think, 14, I was 15. So we are a year apart in age, and we were a year apart, obviously, in school. In high school, I actually dated my youngest son's father. We were best friends from the 8th grade up until, I want to say, well, the whole time we were best friends, but we dated once we got in the 10th grade, if I'm not mistaken. So 9th, 10th, and then, no, 10th and 11th grade, but by senior year we weren't together. I decided to break up and go with some other guy. Bad decision. Anyway, that started a whole nother story time. But Laurel and I have always been friends ever since. But Latrell and I got together once I was in college. I want to say my 3rd year. We both actually went up for a job together at the same place, and I actually ended up with the job, and she didn't. And the lady who had the position was a lady that we both worked with in high school in this science program we were in. But basically, Latrell watched my oldest son for a couple hours while I went to this play that my boss wanted me to go to, and she even paid her all of that. So what I did was our first outing, I had us go to Chuck E. Cheese so my son and Latrell could get acclimated, and everything was cool. And from that point on, I put together this Halloween haunted house activity with a few other friends and people that I knew. It was a big group of us. And Latrell and I went out. This was our first date, technically. And she was telling me a story about this girl flushing her keys down the toilet, and I just could not understand. I wanted to know, why did the girl flush the keys down the toilet? So that that began the journey right there. And I laugh because my curiosity always gets me into some things. But we had a really good time that night. I want to say probably a couple months later, after us hanging out and talking and stuff, I think I was 23 at the time and she was 22. We decided to go ahead and move in together. So this was both of our first times moving out and on our own, but the only difference was I had my son who was 2 or 3 at the time. And he lived with us primarily up until the point that he was 9, and I'll go into that at another time. But yeah, I want to say our marriage was good overall. A lot of our friends and family looked up to our relationship. They always say, oh, I want a relationship like that, because, I'm super affectionate, and we both were really, really in love at the time, for sure. And we had a lot of fun together. How can I say things are in this current state? We're cool with one another. We are both friends. We were calling each other best friends, but I don't know if it's so much best friends at this point. I don't know. Latrell put me through a lot, like a whole lot. And she would never say it. She would never say all the things she's put me through. But I will say this, she tries to blame me for us getting divorced, and she's completely wrong in that. A lot of her actions and the things she did kind of led me to feel ostracized, abandoned, alone, sad, lonely, and all the while still living in the same house together and ignored. So yeah, I will say that she pushed me away. I don't want to say all of her personal business because that's her business and I'm respectful of that. But I can say if I had the tools that I know now, back then, back in my 20s, early 30s, things may have turned out differently. But at the same time, I'm a person that looks at things like everything happens for a reason. And I truly feel that this definitely happened for a reason. And I feel like a weight has been lifted off of my shoulders. I can say that in this relationship, we became super codependent. And a few years back, I kept telling her, we both need to refine ourselves and learn to be individuals again, because everyone always called us Anjan Cheryl, which was fine because, yeah, we were one unit, we were married, but at the same time, we lost ourselves within that, and that was an issue in itself. So I guess I started working on my independence a lot sooner than she did, for sure. Within our marriage, we had discussed and talked about having kids and the way in which we were going to have children, who we would have children by, and, those things didn't necessarily pan out that way, and that's okay too. But I just wanted to kind of talk and just say these things. Just get to know me a little bit more. So I can say this is and has been the longest relationship of my life. I'm currently 39. Most people can't believe it. I still get paid for my early 20s, so thank you for that. Black don't crack. However, this relationship taught me a lot. I definitely always been a strong person, and this has made me even stronger. It never broke me. It has not broken me. I guess I'm talking about it because it's a little bit hard in a sense because I'm so used to routine. So I'm still kind of trying to get my mindset out of, okay, you're coming home, you're doing this, that, and the third. At this point, technically, I'm not a wife. I mean, I'm still a wife legally, but wife-like duties and stuff like that in the household and running the house, I don't need to do. And I don't know, it's just weird. So my little one and I, we're going to be moving next Wednesday, and I'm so excited about it. Oh my goodness, I even went to the store today to get a new bedroom set, so it's something beautiful. I think I'm going to do a video about setting up my new place, and then maybe do a reveal and all that good stuff, especially if my kiddo allows the time for it, because he is a busybody little legend. That's his name. Other than that, this prepping for the move has definitely kept me busy. So busy that I can't even maintain my social media accounts for my son, my younger son, and I. And that's a job in itself. So yeah, I do that. I'm an entrepreneur, so I do several things, and I have to get back on this social media stuff because some of these brands and companies, they pay us, so I gotta keep that money coming in, of course. But I'm also looking forward to my lash line doing really, really well. A lot of interest has been made. I just need a little bit more time to promote. But with this impending divorce and this move, it's just a lot at once. And, they always say that God never gives you more than what you can handle. And boy, has he given me a lot in this lifetime. I've experienced so much so early on that people always look to me for answers. And, sometimes I'm just like, oh my goodness, when is somebody just going to take care of me? When is someone going to help me? But the thing is, I don't need anybody else because I can do it for myself. And I always have. So I am looking forward to the new blessings that are about to come my way. I feel them, I see them, I envision them. I've manifested many things, and to be honest, I manifested a divorce. And actually, I was going to leave 3 years ago. My son is 2, so. But then we decided to actually get married. Now, let me explain this. So we lived in Jersey, so at the time all we could do was be domestic partners, so we did that. And then in like '07, if I'm not mistaken, Jersey came up with the law that same-sex couples can get married through a civil union, so we got married that way. And then when the law passed here in Georgia, we went ahead and got an actual marriage license about 2 years ago now, I'm going to say. It was like, did we get married right before I had the baby or right after? Well, something like that. Anyway, we tried working things out. I can say this, we went through counseling twice. When I first was pregnant, she wanted to do the counseling. I wasn't fully there because I just cared to have a healthy and safe pregnancy, and I didn't want added stress. And I want to say this year we did marriage counseling again at my request. So first time was hers, second time was mine. I think we just needed to really think about everything and see if there was any need or any wants to move forward with the relationship. And mutually we decided it's best to just go ahead and do this. So it's hard for me only because I'm a Taurus and I just don't like change, but it's really good for me, and it's been so uplifting. And like all the things that I felt bounded to and trapped down by, I don't feel those things any longer. Like I can breathe again. Oh my goodness. I might make a part 2 or even 3 to this because it's a lot that I could say, and I think I need to say just to let it out, even if this never goes anywhere. I definitely feel that I should just talk these things out. I think there's a big source of frustration with all of this, and I know I'll be fine going forward, but right now I just feel like I wish people really knew all that I actually did, especially because, she portrays or manipulates or gives in or paints the narrative to others that isn't necessarily true. And I know that, and yeah, it's not cool. If I'm your friend or your best friend or whatever the case may be, especially, you don't have to paint the narrative to make it something that it's not. Me, I deal in straightforwardness and honesty. And I don't know. It's weird. It's so weird going through a separation and divorce, and you still live together. We did. Sheesh. It's been almost a year that we've kind of been in this space. So I'm really happy to not have to do it any longer, because especially over the last couple of months, it's been a lot of things where I'm not dating, but she is, and actually she's pushed me to the point of where I am right now, which is, okay, I want you to go, period, so I can do what I want to do, and I'm fine with that. I truly am. So I'm looking forward to peace and quiet. I'm looking forward to my son being able to run free and not get yelled at over something stupid like, oh, don't put your foot on the couch or the chair. Like, okay, he's 2. This is not the first 2-year-old you've been around. My oldest son, when we got together, was 2. So I don't know. She doesn't have the patience at all. And I think she has a slight resentment a little bit and kind of takes it out on him a little bit. And I don't like that. I can't continue to have my child around that. But outside of that, we are working on a friendship. But it's just so much I want to say. And I don't know if this is the video to say it in. But I just kind of wanted to document my feelings right now and where I'm at. So after I stop taping, I'm actually going to go ahead and go and start packing in the closet. Oh, this is the interesting thing. So we both have some friends or some people we've encountered over social media, and I know she's definitely found or talked to a lot of people off of these like dating apps and stuff, and goes out on dates, blah blah blah, etc. Excuse me. And it's crazy. But I don't know, it's just different. All the people that I talk to, I guess because I'm not dating, and I let people know from the rip that I'm interested in only being friends. I'm not trying to get with anyone. But her, not so much. She hasn't told them the truth from the front. So most of the people that she did talk to or are talking to don't realize that we live together. And I guess over the last month and a half, she started talking to people and telling them, oh, we live together, because these people want to come over and visit, and they can't do that if I'm still living here. So that's the primary reason why she's pushing me out. Now, there is multiple reasons why we still live together, and the number one is financial, because things have been, like I said, codependent and so intertwined that we're trying to still untangle that stuff. And at this point, it's going to get done, because I'm a person of, if it's something I need to do and get done, I'm going to do it. So, yeah, she's kicking me out, and I'm all right with going, and that's fine. A lot of people have been saying, why don't the two of you get back together? Nah, I'll pass. I definitely believe in, if you love somebody enough, you love them and you can let them go. Now, if they come back to you, that's something different. But right now, I'm totally fine with not being in this marriage any longer. Not even for one more second. I can't even wait till Wednesday to move. Like, if I could move tomorrow, I would. Literally. But my place isn't going to be ready until Wednesday. So, but I get to go see the unit tomorrow, so I'm excited about that too. Oh my God. So many things I would love to say. I'm just going to have to do another video because this one's getting super long. But yeah, so my 16-year relationship, 14-year marriage is coming to an end. I'm looking forward to new beginnings. Looking forward to my son being super happy. I already thought of a theme for his room. I'm usually not the parent that's into like cartoony things, but I'm going to allow him for this time in his life to have Paw Patrol because he loves that. So I'm going to incorporate the colors, and then he has some furniture by them. So I'm going to do like a fun little reading play area for him. But the rest of the room is going to be more like how I like stuff, that nice, neat, pristine, and appears to be older than the actual age as far as a kid goes. Because even if you was to see the apartment right now, you would not think a child lives here. But yeah, Jantrell officially over. I can say, I know she's told people by now at this point, but initially we didn't tell anyone. I definitely told my group of best friends, and we've all grew up together and gone to high school together, so we still talk to this day. So I was the one who said something to them. She's part of that group, but she exited herself out of the chat. So, everybody's in that group are more so my friends than hers, because they're mostly from my class, as far as age-wise, except for I think one person was along with her in high school, but we all hung out, if that makes sense. But yeah, I think I'm going to make me a little cocktail. I'm about to go pull out that bag, another tote, and some boxes, and pack my stuff up. So it's going to be interesting. Yeah, I'll see if I can document all of this. I'm not going to start with the packing because it's way too much stuff, and I don't like things to be messy, so I don't want anyone to see the mess while I'm packing it. So, but yeah. And this was my first marriage. Nobody gets married to divorce, but it definitely led this way. And I am definitely tired of being blamed for it when the blame should not be on me. There was reasons that caused it and on her end. And yes, I reacted, maybe not in the best way. I'll be honest about that. However, we came to terms and talked about it and kind of started anew. But I just needed to let that out vocally for myself. It's okay, Anj. All is well. Everything that happens in this life is for a reason. I learned a lot during this situation in marriage. I definitely know what I want and what I will not stand for. And I definitely don't have to any longer feel like I have to take care of someone or have to rely on someone. See, that's all that codependent stuff. And see, I'm so used to being independent that within a relationship it broke me out of my own character. So I'm rebuilding my actual self and inner self once again. And again, this is just adding to my strength once again. But yeah, I gotta go back. Thanks for listening. Talk to you soon.